Foundation. Search for the 30 Days Foundation to donate or to get help. Now, back to the music.
All right, that's right. We're coming back with the Mick Sterling Experience. The Mick Sterling Experience is sponsored in part by the Mick Sterling Presents Concert and Dinner Series, benefiting the 30 Days Foundation. For information about these live dinner events, check out charthouselive.com and also onstageatthefreighthouse.com. All right, let's take it back to the host. Everybody, focus up. It's Mick Sterling.
Thank you, Matt. On the banks of the Minnesota River, Utility Room A, we're not telling you where we are. We're somewhere, but we're not telling you where we are. It's a nebulous town.
Along the banks of the Minnesota River.
That's right. That's right. One of the reasons I wanted to do this show is obviously to present amazing music for all of you to listen to on the radio, but also to talk about the 30 Days Foundation, a charity that I started back in 2011. What we do is rather unique. We assist Minnesota families and now Western Wisconsin families as well that are in real life financial crisis, and we do that by providing a one-time grant. But friends, when we make that grant, it doesn't go to the person, it goes to the service provider that requires the payment. And when I'm on stage and I talk about this, I say, these are very unsexy things. They're very unsexy things. Storage unit bills, back rent, utility bills, phone bills, the stuff that gets people in trouble. It starts with the small stuff. No one ever immediately is in poverty. Everybody always starts on the other side, and it just snowballs and snowballs, and then you're in big trouble. So one of the reasons I wanted to get this show across the state is to let the people know this is an option. There are advocates that reach us all around the state, and that's lovely, but I want the people to find out about what we do, because I'm sure there's somebody that's listening to this radio show right now that's in debt, and they're ashamed to say they're in debt. Maybe they can't pay their phone bill. Maybe they can't pay their electricity bill, and they're worried they have burden in their family because they just can't get it done. That's what the 30 Days Foundation does. We can move very quickly when we have the funds to do so. So if you can find out about us, go to the 30-daysfoundation.org. There are thousands of wonderful charities in this state, and we are one of them. We're a great charity. Find out about us if you're interested in looking for a charity. And as importantly, if you need help, reach us. It's just an email, no office visit, nothing like that. Just ask. You gotta ask. If you don't ask, you're not gonna get an answer. Ask. It's okay to ask. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the music. Let's hear some more music from this incredible artist. Joining with John Wright and Steve Lado, PK MAYO. Here we go.
Yeah. Today I woke up alone, wondering what I'd done wrong. I'm shaking from a dream, trying to find a way to heal. I couldn't let myself feel the emptiness in me. I guess I'll never know why you had to let go. Lay your burden down, or find solace through the open door. No more wondering what it all is for. Turn my whole world upside down, yeah. I carried you home. From the cradle to the grave, spirits come and share our stages, and they carry us home. Guess I'll never know why you had to let go. Lay your burden down. Oh, find solace through the open door. No more wondering what it all is for. Things will always change. Will I rearrange? Lay my burden down. Oh, find solace through the open door. No more wondering what it all is for.
Thank you for playing that, Paul. I appreciate it. It's a special song in my life.
Yes.
By the time of this recording, my son, I had nearly 5 years ago he passed, and Paul did that song and honored my son Tucker with that, and it's. I was hoping you'd play that. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You bet.
Absolutely. So, let's talk about Rye Cooter.
We don't have enough time.
I know.
For that.
I know. I just want to share a really fun story, and then you can talk about it. We did this gig at a place called The Narrows a long time. We had a band with Kevin Bowe, and it's called the Rolling Blender Review, and we got together after the band had broken up, and we did this. We did a reunion show, and we did one of Rye Cooter's songs, and Paul was on the stage, and it was insane. It was off the chart. And I don't know if how many people knew the song, but it was just one of those incredible moments, live moments, where a band and an audience were like raised up like this. And we got done with the song, and people went, oh, like this. And then as soon as the thing came down, do you remember this, Paul? Somebody goes, play something better.
Yeah, it was one of those.
I
remember what you're talking about.
Play something better.
Yeah.
So, Rye Cooter, talk about what he means to you. He's in your music.
Yeah. He's a big part of,
because a lot of people may not know his name, but he's so influential.
Yeah, he was a musician. He's the first time I ever heard him. You know, he was doing this Blind Lemon Jefferson tune. You know, it's called Dark was the night and cold was the ground. You know, and you hear the all this kind of playing, and I'm like, what? Who is that? You know, and why is that? And my brother had his first album, the one where he's by the Airstream trailer, and the album gets weirder as you get into it, and Van Dyke Parks is on there, and Richie Hayward from Little Feat played drums on that album. But he's doing this stuff, like one meatball and pig meat, and then he goes and plays the bejesus out of a mandolin on Going to Brownsville. He's playing this ripping slide guitar and this really strange stuff. Like it got into my subconscious somewhere and it never left. Because to this day, I've never heard anything like that. And as I started following him, there was like, the next couple albums, they were all this Dust Bowl music. And then the next one was the Chicken Skin Review. And then the next one is this. And then he's playing Tex-Mex stuff. And he's not dabbling in this music.
Yeah, no, he's not dabbling.
He's playing it. He's researching it, playing it, living it, finding out what it is. He brought Flaco Jimenez to the United States. This great, diatonic accordion player. And they do these incredible albums. Then he goes out and he hires Bobby King and Terry Evans and Willie Green and these great background singers because, he said, I know I'm a terrible singer. I'm an awful singer. But when I sing with these guys, I sound like $1 million. Yeah, Jim Keltner playing drums, So look at the people that came just, to play with him because of who he is. And then he gets into the R&B thing and he's doing blues and he did a funk album. And he goes to Cuba,
Yeah.
He makes that album down there, the Buena Vista Social Club.
He does all the great things that leaders of bands should do.
Yes.
That rarely do.
Yeah.
Let your band shine.
You know what I mean?
Let your
He
band
was-
shine, and then the band itself and you as the band leader are going to be viewed better.
Yeah, it's
you
a
gotta,
great.
You gotta let your band shine. I never understand why band leaders don't do that.
Really, it's a great lesson because there's a wonderful live concert from like 1988 that's on YouTube, and you can go look it up. And he talks a little bit in the beginning of it, and in the beginning of it, he says this wasn't Ry Cooder and blah blah blah, whoever, whatever band. He said we got this really great kind of like master class of players together. We didn't rehearse anything very much. Everybody knows how to play. And this is what he says, at the beginning. And we just kind of went and just let things happen the way they do. And if you watch this performance, he's just part of the band.
Yeah.
He's not the thing. He might be a big catalyst for it. He might be a big part of this thing, but he's not it. Everything was. And everything that I ever saw him do or, spend all these nights sweating, like Steve and I talk about this, you're trying to figure out this guy's music, he's using open tunings and, you don't know about that when you're a kid and he's using a capo and he's playing like some weird 12-string instrument from India and all this other, him and David Lindley, and I'm like, what is this stuff, So they're calling it Americana now. These guys were doing this back in the 70s.
Yeah.
And they were already doing world music. They were already going to the island of Madagascar and they were playing all this stuff.
It's an amazing reflection of just any business, though. Any business. If you have that principle of let the talented people around you do what you want to eventually accomplish. If you trust it, it's going to most likely happen. So much more to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's just all lay down. We're going on the psychiatrist's couch. We got so much to talk about. This is the Mick Sterling Experience. We hope you're enjoying the experience wherever you're listening to this radio show. We're going to be back for one more segment. Thanks, everybody.
The Mick Sterling Experience has hit the airwaves.
I don't know what's going to be said, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be real, and I know it's going to be organic, and I know it's going to be Joe Flip on the Mick Sterling Experience. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Field.
You can hear a new episode of the Mick Sterling Experience each week. Join us right here on this station, and we hope to see you there.
Only Sparkle once with Red Devil one-time lightweight speculum. Used for cracks and holes inside and out. It sticks tight to plaster, wallboard, wood, or stucco. Dries smooth and requires little to no sanding. Easy